The impossible dream, 10. Right off her shoots out for the first point of the match.
She beat Maggie Mileva to start, the youngest of the three sisters, Kimberly Poe. That went overnight, Kimberly Poe did. They were tied at a set all on court 2, the Graveyard, but Martina came out in 21 minutes, beat her at love. Barbara Rittner, the German. Basuki, the Indonesian.
30-15.
And then a very toughly played match against yet another Mileva, Katerina. Now here's Monica with Jenny Byrne, the Australian, left-handed Belgian Appelmans. Laura Gildemeister, the mother in the tournament, Gigi Fernandez.
30-all.
So Navratilova wins her 2 points at the net, typical Martina style, and Seles, with this pass, has her 2 points almost identical.
And Martina here having really to put a little more oomph behind her first serve. 30-40, because this is what will happen this match if she doesn't get some potent first serves. And very much like last year when she lost to Jennifer Capriati, Jennifer just handled her serve so well. Martina needs a lot of good hard first serves in the court.
Oh, that one took a wicked slice and skid.
That's the favorite serve of the left-handed player, that wide serve to the backhand.
Oops. Advantage Miss Seles.
Well, Chrissy, you weren't volleying very much against Seles when you played her, but what is it like to be up there and she's really hammering that ball?
Well, first of all, this was 3 years ago. She hits the ball harder now than she did against me.
Oh!
Beautiful game,
shot.
First game.
Right off the frame and catches the line, and Seles breaks to open the match. Last November in New York, and Seles 6-love in the fourth.
Well, they've never played on grass. They've played indoors, on hard courts, on clay. So this is a true test for both of them. Plus, they've never played this year, which is strange because the year's almost up.
Martina hasn't played that much. Now, Monica, in her quarterfinal victory over the Frenchwoman, Nathalie Tauziat complained to the umpire about her grunting.
30-love.
Seles been tough on her serve. She's been broken only once in the 5 matches of this fortnight, and she's tossed in 22 aces as well.
Well, it's smart to try to draw her in.
Well, last night, Martina said she was going to give her a lot of junk. And by junk, I mean drop shots, slices, mix up the pace. Monica, while not being the fastest player on the circuit, she is very good at anticipating those shots.
Game is Seles.
Good serve, and Seles announces that she is ready for this 9-time champion, holding it low. Martina Navratilova, the all-time title holder, 159 in her great career.
And part of Martina's strategy is going to be to try to get the point over with after the first or second shot. She doesn't want to be drawn into a long baseline rally.
How did you feel when Martina finally eclipsed your record, Chris, for most tournaments won?
Well, I wasn't the happiest person around town, but to tell you the truth, it was such a great record that I was a bit disappointed. It was one that I would have liked to have held on forever. But if it was anyone, I'm glad it was her.
Gee.
Our colleague Chris Everett with 157 career titles, and Martina with her 2 championships this year, breaking the tie, and now 2 tour titles in the lead all time.
(40-15).
And this is Martina's biggest weapon, is that first serve. Just getting Monica out of the court.
Oh, Navratilova, that should make her feel more comfortable. She holds her service game, but trails 2-1 in the first set.
But she had that big hook left-hand serve that was really scary.
On the line.
And you're going to see a lot of drop shots because Monica moves so well
15,
side to side, but doesn't like to be jolted up to the net. Doesn't have to be a winner. Just get her up there.
Oh, what a dipper.
30 all.
And this is an advantage of having a two-handed shot. You can really disguise it so well. She could have gone either down the line or cross court. You can't tell where she's going with the ball.
Just wide. And a break point for Navratilova. Seeking her 109th Wimbledon win. That's a career for many players.
It's the all-time record, the men's record, 84 wins for Jimmy Connors.
Deuce.
And Martina's coach, Craig Carden, told me that Martina would be trying to attack her serve. I said, second serve? And he said, first serve, too. Not the strongest part of Monica's game.
But she's beefed it up. Oh.
Advantage for Seles.
Really concentrating on Martina's weaker side, which is her backhand, and wrong footing her there. Monica's serve has been a lot better, but I feel that this match so far, she's serving three-quarter.
Deuce.
There was the typical Navratilova approach slice, skidding low on the grass, and the weather the last 2 days has to be on the side of this 9-time champion.
It is an equalizer. That's Martina's favorite shot, really, that slice approach shot. She wants Monica to really hit up on her passing shots.
Another great approach.
Advantage for Navratilova.
Getting Monica off the court. Monica hardly even tries for this shot.
Deuce.
Those are the ones she must make.
That was for 2-all.
Well, she really had the whole court to make this shot and went for too good of a shot, too close to the line.
But she has made 3 consecutive terrific approach shots.
She disguises that two-handed shot so well. And she keeps the ball on the strings for a long time. Those wrists, she just flicks them. She can change the direction at the last minute.
I've asked her how she does it. Is it coordination? She said, I don't have any idea.
Game, Seles.
So Seles denies Martina 2 break points, and Martina thought that serve was long. So a glimmer of hope for the Navratilova fans with those 2 breakers, but that ball judged on the line. 1-3.
15 love.
Well, if Martina can get it going, this house is hers.
She is indeed the sentimental choice.
Her living room. Wait a minute. Seles thought she could get it, stopped, then started.
30 love.
Seles thought that last serve was long, so it's evening out.
And so far, you've seen 3 different serves from Martina Navratilova. She has such great variation. She can swing it into the body. She can serve flat, a kick serve. There are no patterns.
Which side would you say Seles is stronger on with this double Chrissy form of hers?
Game,
We'll let you think about it.
Yeah.
Martina
Thanks.
had love. Monica Seles leads 3-2 in the first.
Seles leads 3 games to 2, first set.
Won 6 titles. In the last 2 years, she's advanced to the finals in 23 of 24 tournaments.
Quiet, please.
Now, I guess I should answer that question. I feel she's a little more dangerous on her forehand side.
On her forehand side.
Which everyone
Seles.
knows she's a left-handed player, so on that forehand side, she can hit it so well down the line and change the direction of the ball and angle it cross court.
That was a backhand.
But she can do so much with that backhand from trouble.
She has more power off her backhand side,
Yeah.
but I still feel she has more variety off that forehand side.
That's a good analysis. Wow.
Well, that's what we saw in the earlier matches. She really has aced quite a few players, and her serve has looked a lot better. But so far in this match, she served 3/4 speed, I think, to prevent a second serve.
40 love.
Martina doesn't want to give away those cheapies. Net!
First serve.
It was a tricky let, and Fortescue Payne caught it very well, net judge.
Game with Seles.
Martina having trouble getting a ball in play in that Seles service game. It's
Seles
4-2.
leads 4 games to 2.
It was a pretty smart serving, wasn't it?
It
She
was a
moved
good
it
serve.
around.
But I think that's why Martina has to get into the net as soon as she can, because towards the end of the second week, the court does get a little bit chewed up. The bounces aren't as true.
$15 love.
Well, this is further than Monica's ever been. She was a quarterfinalist 2 years ago, had a match point on Zina Garrison.
Oh. Well, great reaction from both players.
15 all.
I mean, Martina, it was a great get for her to get this shot. Monica was really quick, light on her feet.
Oh.
15-30.
Both players, I think, question that serve.
Whatever the state of the grass, it hasn't bothered Monica's groundies.
Seles raising her game as she raises the decibels on the gruntometer.
And Martina is just trading ground strokes. So it's really not smart for Martina. I'd like to see her throw in a few more slices and chips.
30-40.
One break point saved. Seles in a position to win a point and serve out the set.
Deuce.
That's what you'd call a 9-time champion's net cord.
Martina, just a stab volley, but she put so much spin on the ball.
Almost bounced back into her court.
Deuce.
Well, everyone thought that this surface would be Seles's most difficult.
Advantage for Navratilova.
But the way she's played through this championship, she certainly looks as if she's paid for all her tickets for the 4 majors, going for the magic of the Grand Slam. She has won the last 5 Grand Slam events that she's entered, and she's won 40 straight Grand Slam matches.
She just commits herself so early, picks a side and goes for it. No thought involved.
Well, last year, many suggested she was afraid to play on grass when she mysteriously disappeared. I never believed that, because she's a fighter. She handled that pulling out of Wimbledon very shabbily. It wasn't well done at all, but I never thought that she was afraid to play anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Third break point this game for Seles.
Deuce.
Well, she's exhibited her courage throughout these last couple of years. In the tough matches, she just seems to have a little bit extra. Never won a grass tournament, however.
Advantage, Miss Seles.
And Martina's helping her along this set, because as well as Monica's returning, Martina's really giving her some cheap points and maybe rushing a bit too much. She feels that she has to win the point the first or second shot.
On the line, to the dismay of Seles. 4 breakers saved.
Hitting the ball behind Monica. Maybe she thought it was going out. She could have hit it in the air, really.
Well in.
Yes, it was. Oh.
Advantage, Miss Seles.
fifth break point. Takes a 5-2 lead.
Seles leads 5-2 first set.
Matches, and now Martina has surpassed Everett's all-time match record by 30 wins and counting at age 35. She says that even when she feels she can't compete at the high level in singles, she'll continue in doubles and mixed, especially at the four majors. She wants to have the all-time record there for most Grand Slam titles, held by Margaret Court.
Well, Martina, I mean, people question why is she still in the game, and no, it's not for the money. It's like you said, Dick, it's for the titles. She's still learning about this game. She's still working on footwork, and she has a topspin backhand that we didn't see 5-10 years ago. Trying to create new shots for herself.
Just long.
30 love.
2 points from the set.
Martina hasn't really settled in yet. She's not letting her tennis flow. Yes. That's the game plan, really. Just hitting with Monica, waiting for that approach shot, which she hits so well. It's so low that Monica has to hit up. Consequently, Martina can volley it away easily.
(40-15).
2 set points.
Game for second Seles, 16-15.
Monica Seles, opening set, 6-2. And the 18-year-old from Novi Sad, Yugoslavia, makes her home in Sarasota, Florida, continues on her Wimbledon roll. Still has not lost a set. Impressive indeed. Martina Navratilova, her first appearance at her beloved Wimbledon now in 1973, before Monica Seles was born.
15 love.
And those Xerox sports facts just keep on a-coming. Who was the last woman to beat Monica Seles in a Grand Slam singles match? As we said, she's won 40 straight. Well, if you know the answer to that one, you're an intimate member of the family of the person who beat Seles, or you're a real fan.
15 all.
The second serve is just sitting up for Monica. It's really a weakness right now in this match.
30-15.
Well, you said way back in Paris, Chris Everett, that Monica Seles' chances of winning Wimbledon would hinge on the weather, and the hotter, drier the weather, the better her hopes would be, and that's exactly how it developed through the first week of the fortnight.
40-15.
Your reasoning being that as the courts dry out and are not wet and heavy, the ball bounces higher, and that's to the liking of her two-fisted game.
Well, she likes those balls to bounce around her waist high. That's why she's so good on a hard court or a clay court. That's what she needs to do. Get her up the net.
Martina holds to open the second set.
First game, second set.
Just long. Martina, one of two left-handed women to win Wimbledon. Ann Jones of England won it in '69. Seles could become the third. Finals on Saturday. Breakfast at Wimbledon at 9 o'clock. Live from the All England Club. Just long.
30 love.
And I think the difference with Martina being 35 years old, certainly it would be young at any other career, and it's not a physical thing with her because she's in better shape than most 25-year-old women tennis players, but mentally, I think she's lost a few matches the last few years. She's not number one anymore, and the women really feel like they have a good shot at her.
Yeah, that mystique that she was impossible to beat that we talked about 7, 8 years ago, that has been denied.
Yeah, she dominated. She was invincible.
30
And also, when you get older and you've played a lot of years, you have more inconsistent days. Sure, you still have the highs, but you have more lows also, which that can be expected.
But those who are asking questions, almost begging for her retirement, are on the wrong track, aren't they? She's still a very capable player.
Oh, good anticipation from Monica. Again, she really seized the ball early. She saw the ball right as it hit Martina's racket. She knew where it was going, and she could move 3 steps earlier than most players would have. And here's a shot we haven't seen much of. Martina approaching right down the middle, trying to cut off Monica's angle, and it worked. Monica hit the ball back to the middle. Ooh. Oh, I hope that's not the same guy.
No, that's a different...
One game
the
off.
net judges throughout this championship have to give them football helmets. They've been conked repeatedly. I think that one hit the net post and not the head. It makes the same sound in some officials.
Oh, yeah.
1-all.
15 love.
Monica Seles, number 1 in the world, in quest of a Grand Slam. 6-2 in the first set, 1-all in the second.
$15 all.
Just mistiming the ball slightly. Although on her forehand side, Martina is weaker on that forehand volley than she is the backhand volley. It's more of a vulnerable side for her. A little bit too much of a swing instead of a punch.
$30-15.
Well, let's check our Xerox Sports Facts answer. The last woman to beat Monica Seles in a Grand Slam singles match, Linda Ferrando, in the U.S. Open 2 years ago. That was 40 matches ago. She has been invincible. And her only losses this year were to Jennifer Capriati at Key Biscayne in the quarters, and Gabriella Sabatini beat her in the finals of the Italian this summer. It's 43-2.
First serve.
She won all 3 Grand Slams last year that she played, Australian, French, and U.S. Oh, she fought off that serve into her body and just punched it in the open court.
And showing that she's very flexible. She can really adapt to the situation. That was not an easy shot to hit.
Now, you would think a two-hander would have a lot of trouble with that shot, more than, say, a one-hander.
Because of her wrist, she can get out of those tough situations.
Navratilova holds. No breaks here in the second.
So how do you like this new car? I love it.
And if it continues, he can then penalize the player a point and then has the ultimate sanction to default the player. And Monica was warned in her match in the quarters against Natalia Toziat, and but no point taken. Toziat complained she couldn't hear the ball.
Well, it's really up to the players to complain. I mean, the viewers and spectators can complain until they're blue in the face, but nothing's going to be done unless a player specifically goes up and complains during a match. And Toziat was the first player to ever do that.
Love 30.
Dick, they had a contest here. It was called Dial a Groan.
Dial a Groan?
And you called in, you listened.
You didn't win that, did you?
I didn't do it, but you listen to Seles grunt, and then you have to leave your own grunt. And if you're a winner, you win a racket and 10 tennis balls. Only in England.
First serve.
Well, a crucial game for Martina, up 30 love. She can get back in this match. Oh.
Just long. She's missed by just inches 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Seles's grunts become louder. I think of all the descriptions, the late Ted Tinling's, it sounds as if they're wringing the neck of the Christmas goose. It's my favorite.
Well, she doesn't grunt in practice. She's very quiet. That's the strange thing about Monica out here.
There's a break point for Martina.
Martina approaching her forehand side this time. Martina's got the point. Monica hits a beautiful down-the-line winner. Martina played this point really well, though, side to side. She came in on the right shot, but there are those dangerous wrists. She can just flick that ball at the last minute. She even hit it late.
So a chance for the lead for Navratilova, wiped away by that brilliant reply from Seles.
Advantage for Seles.
Martina looking at her, I really think that she's surprised how well Monica's moving. Not only anticipated this well, but just really took those short steps.
Again, she's been broken only once in the entire championship, Monica Seles. 4 games, the most she's allowed any opponent in any set.
Game, Miss Seles.
So Seles survives a game in which Martina had a break point opportunity. It's 2-all.
Miss Seles. Miss Seles.
Oh, here, let's, the chair umpire, Fran McDowell, an American, has called Miss Seles over. Could not hear the exchange, but we would guess it has to do with the grunting. And when she was warned against Toziat, For about 3 strikes of the ball, she was silent, and then it slowly creeps in. She says, I can't help it. I've been doing it all my life.
She's so used to doing it.
Love.
It's like Samson's hair. Take the grunt away, will you take the game away?
No, if she can do it in practice, then she certainly can do it in a match. She's hitting the ball just as hard.
John McEnroe, whom we will see later in the completion of his match with Guy Forget, suspended by rain yesterday, he's really gotten into the verbal more this year than ever. Oh, that's the kind of two-handed blast out of forehand that we see from Agassi's backhand in this championship.
And that's the side that has a little more variety. She can really create angles cross-court, but at the last minute she can also hit down the line.
And she hits that forehand cross-handed.
40-15.
The only bad thing about that side is that she does have a little less reach because she is cross-handed.
She doesn't change her grip, so when she goes to the forehand, that's just how the hands will be placed.
Game is
Navratilova, 3-2 on serve, second set. The #1 player, Monica Seles, leads by a set. Serve in the second.
Mm. 15 love.
Seles grew up at the Nick Bollettieri Academy and hit against some of the outstanding young men that we've been talking about in this fortnight.
30 love.
David Wheaton, Agassi. Jim Courier told us last year that Bollettieri sent him out to hit against Seles when she was 15 for 15 minutes.
That was all he could take, huh?
Jim, after seeing shots like that, said, I'm not going to be her guinea pig. That's it for me. I've had enough. She's too good.
Well, I think that's why the women have improved so much also. As you see this shot and another angle created by Monica. Passing shot. But I think the women are practicing with the men a lot more.
40,
and I remember, 15, 20 years ago when I was playing, I used to warm up with Martina before a final, even when I had to play her. And by practicing with women, it really didn't push you.
You warmed up
much.
with
I did.
Navratilova?
Before a final, we used to warm up.
Here at Wimbledon?
Everywhere. But now the women have their coaches and practice with the men players, and brings their game to a new level.
Well, that'd be like taking batting practice against Nolan Ryan and then going out and trying to hit against him. Wouldn't that take the edge? I would think that'd take the edge off the whole competitive feel if you actually had already hit with your opponent in a final a couple of hours before.
We are good friends, we are doubles partners, and we practice every day, so we just continue to do it. There is no head games. That was the norm in those days.
It's much more highly concentrated now. I'm not sure that makes it any better, but
15 love.
Okay, that approach down the middle seems to be working for Martina. She's cutting off the angles. Therefore, Monica has to create her own angles, which is a lot more difficult.
And it also allows that ball to bounce in that well-worn area behind the tee that is really chewed up on the court. And
Correct.
you're not always going to get an honest bounce in there. It'll be interesting. Monica Seles kind of held down the grunts for a while, but she's back in good voice.
She can't do it when it's tough. She just can't. We saw that in Paris. And I don't think it's fair to ask her. I mean, she's been grunting throughout her career, and
40 love.
perhaps they should have put a muzzle on her first year, but you don't ask her in a Wimbledon semifinal to change her approach to the game. I don't think that's fair at all.
Navratilova, 4-3 in the second. Seles leads by a set. 4.
Oh.
15 love.
And Monica's serve is breakable for Martina. It's not like Monica's going to serve her off the court. Martina has to have some good returns here. Monica perhaps a little far behind the baseline, and again being wrong-footed.
Mm. 30-15.
Navratilova, the oldest in the entire draw at 35 of the 128 who started Wimbledon a week ago Monday. McEnroe, one of the oldest at 33, and in this second week, the oldest man to advance.
40-15.
Is she rushing that backhand?
She's rushing. She's trying to get in. She doesn't want to be drawn into some long baseline rallies. But she's making a lot of unforced errors. That's her bread and butter shot, that backhand approach.
Only 3 unforced errors by the #1 seed.
Has Leo Levin got his glasses on? 3? Wow. Good.
Missed hit.
That's a rare sight, Martina, mishitting an overhead. That's one of her favorite shots.
She'll take it.
She was lucky to get out of that point.
That's a great approach. Forced the error, and it's deuce. For Navratilova, perhaps the biggest point of this match.
Oh.
Well, that's what happens. I was waiting for that tap in action because her coach, Craig Carden, said Martina's going to come in off her first serve, too. Maybe she should rethink that strategy now.
Worth a try.
Game with Seles.
4 all.
4 games all.
Martina having problems at the net. Took her eye off the ball there.
Now, yesterday, Monica Seles and some of the younger players during the rain, while they waited for play to continue, it did not, they asked them for charity to paint, to color some wooden egg boxes. And it's kind of interesting how each of the players decorated theirs. It tells you a little bit about their personality. I'll tell you about Seles. She was involved. Because of her grunts and her powerful game, and sometimes it's easy to overlook the fact she is an 18-year-old young woman, she colored hers with hearts and flowers and dancing children. A lot of young in that.
Well, you wouldn't know it to look at her facial contortions when she hits the ball, but she's a very amusing, good-natured kid and very lighthearted.
Well, she's great for women's tennis. It's great to have somebody like her as the #1 player. She loves the attention. She's never complaining.
15-30.
Like a lot of these younger players, they're complaining a lot about the rigors of the tour, but she's very appreciative of being #1.
You really feel she loves this game?
She loves tennis. It's fun for her. Her father makes it fun for her. Because she is so intense on the court, her dad just makes it fun by relaxing her and making her laugh out there and not putting any pressure on her.
Remember she said teenagers are supposed to have trouble with their parents? She said, I'm still waiting.
I know. She has a great relationship with them. Adds real personality to the game.
Quick reflexes by Navratilova.
Very good reaction. These shots are not easy when they hit the net. You never know how high they're going to go. Martina never took her eye off the ball, though.
Well, that's Navratilova crowding the net behind a good serve and volley. 5-4 on serve in the second. 5. Second set, Seles 6-2 took the opening set. Close the glasses in our broadcast booth so players can't hear us. We're only 5-6 rows off the court.
Oh! She was out of that point.
15 love.
Well, here's this forehand side again, Bud, that I said she really has great angle off that side. Probably more on the other side.
Her father wants her to play that shot one-handed, and she's reluctant to give up the other hand, but she can do it.
Inside the line, 30 love. She just keeps the ball in the court so incredibly with the power she uses.
Well, if you give her anything mid-court, the point is hers. And Martina has to have a little more depth in those approach shots. That's a good play.
This set for Navratilova may be her best play of the tournament. She has played to the style that has won her 9 championships.
Oh, it definitely is.
That's long. A rare unforced error for Seles, her 5th of the entire match. Martina 2 points from the set. And a set point for Navratilova.
Once again, Martina brought her up to the net. She feels very unfamiliar up there. Not known territory for her. Paid off.
A terrific challenge from Navratilova. Seles with the answer again.
And she always plays these big points better than anyone.
Even Martina had to relinquish a grin there.
Oh, yeah.
It is too good. So it's the first serious challenge to Seles in this tournament. She's lost 5 games. No one's done that in a set. And set point against her, quickly erased. And now game point for 5-all.
Game Seles. 5-game ball.
Virtually an ace.
Now, this is what happened at the French against Steffi Graf when she was in a close situation in the 3rd set. She just played flawless. She lifted the level of her game, and that's exactly what's happened this game. threatened by a set point, she comes back and plays 3 great points.
Called an ace. Martina smiling as if she thought it was a fault.
15 love.
That's why you gotta like her.
Ooh.
Veered wide, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, off her shoestring.
That's how the match opened.
30 love.
Good return, right at her feet, but look where her racket is, right down there. She gets that racket head low.
40 love.
And she's serving into her body now more.
Well, it's a smart play. She's really jamming her. She's had some problems returning that serve. Look how close she's standing inside the baseline. There's that second serve, a little too weak.
40-15.
And Martina knew this was not a good volley. I don't know why Martina keeps thinking she has to come in on her second serve. Setup for most of the women. They have such great returns these days. Mm.
40-30.
Yeah, there's the difference in the match. Seles only to the net when forced to be there. Martina has held 6-5. Martina at least has put some pressure on the #1 seed. Grand Slam titles. All 4 women playing today have won at least one, and there's another active player, not here, who has a Grand Slam title. Who is she? That's our Xerox Sports Facts question. We'll give you the answer in a moment as Seles serves 5-6 in the second set, leading by a set.
Oh,
Anticipated that one.
Love Martina.
Coming in on that forehand. A lot of topspin on that forehand. Look at that touch shot.
15 all.
That's the difference from last year, that serve.
When you least expect it, she does throw in a big serve at the French. When you least expected it, she came into the net.
30-15.
You just sense that this match could just turn around. Just a matter of 1 or 2 points on Martina's behalf, but it's not happening yet for her.
She'll have to earn it. Seles isn't going to give her a thing.
well, the fact that she's come this far, though, is a terrific testimony to her play. And to be alive.
40-15.
Point from the tiebreak. Answer to our Xerox Sports Facts question, other than the 4 women who are here, the top 4 seeds into the semifinals today, who's the other active player with a Grand Slam title? Of course, Arantxa Sanchez Becerril 3 years ago, winning the French, upsetting Steffi Graf. And so to a tiebreak.
6 games all tiebreak.
And I think some of those loose shots from Martina are a matter of bad bounces. I think the court, as I said before, is a little chewed up. It's the second week of the tournament.
For Seles, to underline how overpowering she's been, only the third tie break for her all year. She's 1-1. She lost to Capriati in a tie break when Capriati upset her at the Lipton.
And a good swing volley from Martina.
Last big tiebreaker here for Martina, 88 in the final against Graf, and she won it, but she couldn't win the third set.
Martina this year is 3-0 in tie breaks. And there's a mini break.
Miss Navratilova.
Martina surprised by the power in Monica's serve. She needs both these points.
Two all.
Oh, this kid played one of the great tiebreakers of all time in Paris, down 6-2 to Graf in 90, and won the next 6 points.
That's a better play. Martina doesn't need to come in on all her second serves. She's getting past right and left. I like it that she waited for a good shot to come in on.
Terrific approach. Martina will be pleased as she changes ends with a 4-2 lead.
4-2, Miss Navratilova.
Ooh.
Another net cord for Navratilova, and now she'll serve for the set.
Good reaction from
5-2,
Martina,
Miss Navratilova.
forcing Monica really to reach that one-handed forehand shot she doesn't like to hit. Yes.
Oh, that was classic serve and volley, Martina. Set point. She has 4 of them.
Miss Navratilova.
Growing with confidence with each point that she wins in this tiebreaker. I think the tide has changed. Well, there's that second serve again.
6-3, Miss Navratilova.
Trying to deny Seles and deny her age. A third set for a chance at a Wimbledon championship on Saturday. Into a third set.
15
And with it, it will measure Seles's mental and emotional state. She's never been in this position at Wimbledon this fortnight.
30 love.
Playing now for her life. She's always been in front, winning every set, and suddenly one set takes all. Both women have been perfect this year in 3-set matches.
Now we go back to Melbourne, 1984. Martina, going for a Grand Slam then, had won the first 3 and lost in the semifinal to Helena Sukova. Here is Seles with 2 down. And will Martina interrupt her?
Game with Seles.
good.
First game, final set.
So Seles holds to open the final set. Well documented. You've heard the stories of how he made the game fun by drawing cartoon characters on the tennis balls as she practiced.
And I know Martina's parents are here also. I tried to find them in the stands. They love to come to Wimbledon.
They may have wanted to sit in regular seats and not be too close to the Seleses so that they can emote and not feel impolite. They're wonderful people. Myrek and Yana Navratilova.
Martina coming in behind that serve. That would be her 103rd advance. She's been relentless in attacking.
30 love.
And her game plan really this third set is quite simple. It's very difficult, but it's quite simple. She has to get a high percentage of first serves in, and her approach shot has to have a lot of depth.
30-15.
And her first serve percentage has been to her liking, 75% in the match.
Very good for a serve and volleyer. Because you take a lot more chances when you're serving and volleying. A baseliner will average probably 75-80%. That would be a good percentage.
Well, Martina, tough spot here. She's worked so hard to get back into it.
30 all.
Well, because Monica is not threatening her with any sort of a lob, Martina's just closing the net. She's right on top of the net.
Good point. We haven't seen a lob today.
If Monica was smart, she'd start using that lob.
Game is Navratilova.
1 all.
1 game all.
Martina hasn't lost her serve since the 7th game of the match.
Love 15.
Seles, again, has not been broken today and only once in the tournament.
Yes.
Able to strike the short ball so firmly.
Well, she gets down so low. She really bends her knees and she puts topspin on it to keep it in the court.
Well, somebody will have to lose serve because we're in the ultimate set, no tiebreaker.
Martina reacts so instinctively to those shots.
Had a funny sound.
You can't teach this. This is just instinctive for her. She's hit so many volleys in her life.
$30 all.
She getting a little tired, do you think? It's hard work making those strokes on grass. Harder than on clay, or being attacked all the time. Oh.
I'll tell you where it's hard, Bud, because I was in this situation so many times with Martina. Mentally, it's just so hard. You have to be on your toes the whole time. You're always looking for an opening, but you're looking to defend yourself too.
He's still trying to see the ball clearly. So Seles holds. 2-1. Final set.
15 love.
Well, she's won a lot of points going down the line. Martina may be anticipating and expecting a cross-court shot. It's a more difficult shot than down the line. It's over the higher part of the net, but she's won a lot of points.
$16.30.
Seles thought it caught the line, but ruled otherwise.
Kay Loudon called out immediately.
Very stubborn about that tactic of coming in. And it might pay off for her on a big point, but up until now it hasn't really paid off for her.
On the second serve.
Here it is
Two
again.
sizzling returns by Seles to earn the break point and a chance for the lead here in the final set. Martina also involved in the doubles competition with longtime partner Pam Shriver.
First serve.
If they win, they'll have the all-time total, 21 major titles.
They won the Grand Slam of doubles in '84.
Navratilova.
Totally taking Monica by surprise on that shot.
She's playing sensationally. The 35-year-old Wimbledon 9-time champion, 2-all in the final set.
And the great volleyers, they don't try to do too much with that first volley. Just get it deep. Go for the winner off the second volley.
New balls.
Well, the tension lies right here. She's the one who must prove it.
Monica Seles, who's never won a tournament on grass. In fact, Martina has 80 more grass wins than Seles has career wins.
Oh.
First time we've seen Monica voluntarily really go up to the net. Look, Martina did hit a short ball. Not comfortable up there. It's obvious.
Love 30.
The dominant player on grass for the last 15 years.
Oh. That's why you don't want to get into a slugging match with Monica from the baseline. And when she's down, I feel she hits the ball even harder. That's how she reacts to pressure.
Oh! Well then.
How many times have we seen Monica come up with these shots on the big points? She let it go. She had a chance at hitting it. Let it go.
Yes.
Quiet, please.
That one's out, and with it, break point, Navratilova, her 5th in the match.
30-40.
Martina hoping that one was out, and it was.
She has yet to convert.
Deuce.
And as Monica hits the ball harder, I feel her grunt gets louder.
No doubt about it. Opening that larynx, which several doctors say is very good for an athlete. Whoa! Titanium chalk.
Flew as that one hit the sideline.
Serve not much depth. I think that helped Martina to come up with this winner.
And another break point, her 6th. Disappears.
Well, there's been so much focus on this match. I think they're both feeling it. It's very understandable.
Advantage with Seles.
And Martina, even though she has been dubbed the underdog, I think deep down inside she feels that she's the better player on grass, and she should win this match. Well, this shot's been working for her this whole match. The forehand approach shot, not her best side to approach, but boy, it's a clear winner.
Third break point in this game.
Advantage with Navratilova.
Another quickly disappears. Not really gotten a good shot on any of the break points in this game.
Oh.
Yes, open court for Monica Seles.
Advantage with Seles.
You could just see this opening. Martina not getting in close enough. Paid the price.
Seles shows her championship medal, rescuing a game, 3 break points against.
The Seles leads 3 games to 2.
Champions is on Langland, and with a sense of history, Seles has said that that's the kind of person she'd like to be, mysterious, like Langland.
Well, she was last summer when she disappeared. I don't think Suzanne ever pulled that.
She was fined $6,000 for her late withdrawal from Wimbledon, and then fined another $20,000 playing the next time out in an exhibition when there was a WTA tour scheduled.
At Mahwah, New Jersey, and she'll be right back there again this year, but without any sanctions.
Navratilova can't lose her focus after being so close to breaking and taking the lead in that last game.
She's been making those the whole match. Everything really hinges on her serve right now. Not just getting her first serve in, but just getting it with some power behind it.
So.
And Monica Seles, 2 shots at the lead. For Navratilova, and what a time to deliver.
Advantage for Seles.
Good deep serve, but Monica returned it right at her feet. Maybe didn't get in close enough.
Toenail painter.
Martina sometimes looks a step too slow, but I think it's just because Monica's hitting the ball so early.
Whoa!
So each player has been challenged in the last 2 games, 3 break points against.
Well, Monica throws up a rare lob, but it wasn't deep enough.
Well, that was a desperation lob, not a lob with purpose, what you've suggested
Very
with Martina
defensive
at
lob.
the net.
Advantage Miss Seles.
Monica mixes up her passing shots so well. She's been really going down the line quite a lot. Changed up on that one.
Or the racket speed generated by Seles, so quickly flicking that cross court.
She has such powerful wrists, very quick. And she hits the ball right in the middle of the strings. That helps.
And now a second serve.
Let's see if Martina comes in on this one.
Game Miss Seles.
Monica Seles, 4-2.
Miss Seles leads 4 games to 2.
Both women serving at 76%. Winners close, Seles +8, but unforced errors.
That's the difference.
20 difference.
Once again, Martina has been broken. Sometimes the player comes back and breaks the server after that happens. Very often.
30.
That was
Martina.
the rear wheel spinning in sand.
Well, she really got her off the court.
Bad bounce, but what a return. Martina fighting to get to another break point. She's had 7 of them in the match without converting. Seles 3 for 12.
All.
Well, it's really a tribute to Monica that Martina's missing those shots, because normally she doesn't miss them, but she's trying to go for really too good of a shot. Anything less than that, Monica will put away.
But she's going for it because she knows she has to against this kid.
Right.
40-30.
Well, you know if you're the opponent when Seles is in trouble, because it's a groan followed by that little high squeal.
Advantage with Seles.
And Martina. Oh, Seles is pumped up. She feels she's got a great opportunity now. Martina going up to the umpire. She's complaining.
Quiet, please. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Umpire Fran McDowell, who has warned Seles about the loud grunting earlier in the match. Oh, first double fall
Advantage with Navratilova.
for Seles in the match. And Martina with her 8th
Quiet,
chance
please.
to break. Martina Navratilova, 4-3 in the final set. Complained again to her. We're guessing about the grunting, and she then leaned down to say something to Monica Seles. Perhaps another warning. It is distracting. We did pick up that, but all we could discern. Navratilova trying to be a distraction herself. Back on serve.
Oh.
Well, and I could overhear Monica saying, I'm trying the best I can.
Yeah, and I guess we'd have to be careful about it. It's not a warning, because if it were a warning, the umpire would have to announce it to us, and then the next penalty would be a point. So it's an advisory, I think you might
Correct.
say.
No one more lethal in the game on the overhead than that champion.
And Martina, usually the players with the big serves also have big overheads. Best in the game. Martina mixing it up, giving her what she considers junk. Very effective lob.
30-15.
Now Martina is spinning a web.
Inside the line. Martina thought she had it covered. She really is very good.
Unbelievable to come up with a shot like that and a pressure point. Mm.
30-40.
Well, the shots worked for her most of the time, but it has to be perfect to win a point against Monica.
Seles dancing around, so Navratilova steps out of the batter's box.
Right.
Quiet, please.
This backhand is so effective on this grass court. Just skims the net. She didn't even have a chance at it.
Mother time scythe, huh?
And she cut a swath with that backhand, slicing and skidding off the grass.
Advantage, Miss Seles.
Where her backhand is a natural slice approach out, her forehand really isn't as natural for her to come into the net.
Seles in a string of breaks has regained the lead and now serves for the finals.
Miss Seles leads 5-3.
Again, down the line, Martina expecting a cross-court return, took her by surprise.
Quiet, please. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
9-time champion Navratilova, the #1 player in the world, Seles.
Love 15.
Both players saying that the ball was about a foot out.
She's played every bit the champion today, Navratilova.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
And it's efforts just like that one that have won her the 9 titles. But a woman half her age, Monica Seles, with her young eyes on a rare Grand Slam opportunity, has just had some incredible replies to the best from her opponent. But she's 35 and she knows the taste of victory here. She's called this her home, her palace, and pressure back on Seles. Four consecutive breaks of service, and Martina's back in it. After 18 games on serve held,
Quiet, please.
we've had 4 consecutive breaks. Seles with her chance to serve for the match, denied by Navratilova, who now serves 4-5.
And Martina very smart to stay back on that second serve.
15 love.
She's moving so well enough to stay in these points with Monica. The court is not lightning fast at this moment. She can run down these shots and wait for the opening, which she did. Yeah, but you missed it. I wouldn't complain too much.
Yeah, she was the beneficiary of it.
Quiet, please. Quiet, please. $15 all.
Reminder, no tie break in the ultimate set.
$15-30.
It's as close as Monica's been.
2 points from the championship final, where she'll meet either Steffi Graf, the defending champion, or Gabriela Sabatini. Seles had her.
30 all.
And Martina has to be thinking of all these times, especially at the French, when Monica dug herself out of those holes. She's a great big point player. Yeah.
Monica Seles,
30-40.
a point for the match.
Quiet, please. Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Martina hanging in there. Just hit a floater. I'm sure in the back of Monica's mind, she's thinking if she were to win this match, this would have to be, in her career, probably one of the biggest wins. Martina on grass.
In the cathedral.
Advantage to Seles.
What a return that was. She was jammed, and she jammed Martina with the return.
Quiet, please.
Oh!
6-7, 6-4.
Center court stands as one. This phenomenal 18-year-old Monica Seles defeating the worthy 9-time champion who made it such an incredibly dramatic match. 6-4 in the third, so close to a chance for her 10th title, Navratilova, but denied by the brilliance of the woman who now seems to be so unbeatable, Monica Seles. One win from a Wimbledon title that would place her within a championship of the Grand Slam. Only 3 women prior to her have done it. The crowd so polite, pausing to hear the announcement from the umpire that if you're going to leave center court, please deposit your ticket so others might use it. Kind of breaks the drama of the moment, doesn't it? 6-2, 6-7, 6-4. Monica Seles continues to have the answers. And Martina Navratilova made it a match of championship quality. Martina, no hurry to leave. Monica Seles' Grand Slam march continues. And now to Hannah Storm.
Back in our Wimbledon studios behind court 14 with a reminder of things.